Hey guys, it's Melanie. Happy Thursday, and let's do another holiday candle review day today because why not? Up first, we have a HomeWorx fragrance, and this is Holiday Spice. This was actually originally released last year, and I ended up not picking it up last year because I think I actually ran out of money in my candle budget. So when it popped back into stock this year on HomeWorx.Shop, I decided to go ahead and pick one up. Since I didn't need to purchase it in a duo, I thought, fabulous, let's do it. So we're gonna go through the usual fragrance description, what I smell, strength, throw, burn quality, all of those fun things. But before we get into it, I will put the link to where to purchase this candle in the description box below this video. I will also put my HomeWorx discount code. If you are going to ask about the pedestal, because this is a frequent question, this is in fact a HomeWorx candle pedestal. This came originally with, I think, the Autumn Pinecone fragrance, which appropriate. And I purchased it from QVC. Now, I haven't seen really a lot of pedestals lately. HomeWorx seemed to put out a lot of Halloween pedestals this year. I didn't see much in the way of like just generic fall pedestals like this, but also I actually use these pinecone pedestals during the holidays as well. So it's kind of nice because I feel like these suit my home decor for pretty much almost half, well, not quite half of the year. I decorate for fall end of August, so but a good chunk of the year. So these work out quite well for me, and quite frankly, I could use them in the winter months as well, but they're gorgeous, right? Right now, this one is not available. I'm certainly hoping that there are some great pedestals that come out for the holidays. I don't have any insider information in terms of like, yes, we are getting more pedestals, or no, we're not. So as soon as I become aware of what is to come, I will always let you guys know. So another thing I want to mention really quickly, I'm sure most of you are aware of this by now, but these lids, these really unattractive ones that most of us hate, these are temporary. So Harry did an Instagram live and mentioned that the reason for these was because there was a supply shortage, and so they had to go with this particular material for a short amount of time. But the original like shiny, heavier metal lids should be coming back. So he did state these were temporary. So if you are someone who was really upset by the change, do know that at some point they will be switched back. I don't have a date for that. Obviously, I think it depends on when they can get the materials and obviously, you know, have all the lids made again. But so do know the lids are temporary. Okay, now let's finally get into this candle. Okay, the reason that this one really appealed to me is because it kind of, based on the description, sounded like an orange pomander scent. And if you know me, you know that this girl loves her some orange pomander during the holidays. It really is, it's a very nostalgic type of fragrance for me. I used to make orange pomanders with my Oma when I was little. I think it was just a way for her to like keep me busy and out of her hair while she was like cooking, baking, cleaning the house. Spent a lot of time at my Oma's house when I was younger. And she would always give me oranges and cloves around the holiday. And she would say, just stick these in here, make them pretty, they smell good. You know, like that was Melanie's project at Oma's house. And so it's a very nostalgic thing for me. It brings back fond memories, and not to mention that it's just an amazing fragrance. So as soon as I saw the description, I thought, ooh, I feel like this might be a delicious orange pomander. But I hate to spoil the fun. I don't know if I got a mispour here, but I don't smell orange pomander at all. So what are the fragrance notes? The notes are clementine, fir needle, clove pomander, and simmering spices. What do I smell? I smell cinnamon. I guess I should say I smell simmering spices, but mostly I smell simmering cinnamon. Now it isn't a red hot cinnamon, so it is a very nice cinnamon. But do I get clementine? No, I pick up no citrus at all in this. And I stuck my nose in this when I first got it. I stuck my nose in it as it was burning. And for the life of me, I cannot personally detect any type of citrus in here at all, much less a clementine. And I do like clementine because it's a very like sweet, sort of intense citrus. I don't get that at all. I also don't get any fir needle. I don't get fir, spruce, pine, name the conifer. I cannot smell any type of tree note in here at all. Clove? Nah, I think clove definitely in terms of like the simmering spices, yes. So basically this smells like a cinnamon with a touch of clove. That's not necessarily a bad thing because I will say the performance of this is actually quite good. And I could certainly pair this with other fragrances. For example, I could totally pair this with the Nest, and this is now discontinued, so I probably shouldn't even say this, but the Nest Spiced Orange and Pomander. I still have a couple backups of it, but I could pair this with that and it would be lovely. Like I could get the citrus out of the Nest fragrance and then this would give me a touch more of that clove and like that beautiful cinnamon. But this on its own is just not necessarily what I was looking for. Now I have had some people tell me, like I've been kind of chatting with some people here and there in the candle community, and they say that they pick up the citrus note in theirs. So I don't know if this is a situation of a mispour or I don't know, but I don't smell any citrus. I don't smell any fir needle. I just mostly get those last couple notes of the clove and the simmering spices. So I don't know. I don't love this scent, but I'm not going to say it's a bad fragrance. I just think this is a situation where my personal preferences are just not being met, which, you know, okay. Not everything has to go my way. I'm not one of those people. So I'm glad that I did not purchase this in a duo, however, because I think that I would probably opt to gift the second one out instead of burning it over the holidays. It's just not the type of scent that I really personally love. Now, in terms of burn quality, this one is, for whatever reason, ever since the beginning of lighting it, it has struggled a bit to pull out completely. So I'm gonna stand up here and show you guys an overview. Now I did just light this about 10 minutes or so ago, so it hasn't completely pulled out, but you'll be able to see a pretty good representation of what the struggle is with this one. Now, I wouldn't call this tunneling, but this is not, like this little part over here, this is not normally something that I deal with HomeWorx candles. So this one just does not want to pull out completely to the edges for some reason. So I am left with a little bit of residue, but I wouldn't call this a tunneling candle. So I don't believe that I did anything wrong in terms of not letting it pull out completely for the first burn, but I'm trying to remember back to the first burn, and that was well over a week ago. And quite frankly, guys, my brain it's a little taxed right now with other life things. So, but that being said, even in the past when I have not let a HomeWorx pull out completely for the first burn, it has usually automatically corrected. So what that's telling me is this one's not burning super hot, but I guess the somewhat impressive thing about that is that I'm still getting a strength and a throw of about like 6.5, 7 out of this. So it's a solid medium plus in terms of strength and throw. I have this in my family room. That tends to like hold the fragrance in the room a little bit more, that particular space, but it seeps out of there. So it's got enough strength to it that it is able to project the fragrance further out into the other parts of my house. So it certainly fills the entirety of the back part of the house. I wouldn't say that it travels too far into this front entryway area, but it's doing pretty well. I think that this is an acceptable performance for sure. Is it house filling? No. But, you know, I also live in a somewhat larger home with a very open concept style. And so it can be hard for some candles to fill a space like this. And I don't know. I can't think of any candles that I've tried recently that have been like a 9 out of 10 or anything like that. It's certainly been a while. So even with Bath & Body Works, which typically, you know, they tend to have a pretty good strength and throw. I haven't been getting that. So at any rate, those are my thoughts on Holiday Spice. I will give it a thumb up in terms of it's got good performance and, you know, I can certainly smell it, but it's just missing those key like notes for me of the citrus and that fir needle to really make it like a pomander type scent. Now it's called Holiday Spice, but I don't think that I would have purchased it had the notes just read clove and simmering spices, because that's not the type of fragrance that I'm personally looking for. So anyway, you guys, I hope that this review was helpful. I do have 2 more reviews coming today. There will be one more HomeWorx review, and it's a cranberry scent, and November is all about cranberry for me. And then I have a Bath & Body Works candle as well, and that particular one is not currently out, but I have my fingers crossed that it'll come back at some point, or that those of you who are Bath & Body Works smarties and sleuths, maybe you can tell me if it's coming back repackaged as something else. So please watch the video and please let me know. So, all right, have a great rest of your day. As always, please subscribe if you are new. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up. I appreciate you being here and supporting my channel, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.